most colleges or community colleges, they offer an ASL program. Anyone can, take up a class and they can learn, the beginning ASL. What we do at the seminary is we teach the CITI, which focuses in onto the worship service. As it focuses in on worship, we train the lay people and also pastors and teachers, as well as deaconesses, how to interpret the worship. So that as we begin the worship service, the deaf can participate along with the hearing people. And so they're all involved with it.
My guess is, too, you have specific vocabulary that would not be taught at the Neighborhood Connection.
That's true. What we do is we work with religious vocabulary, as far as, the sign for Abraham. We all know that God stopped the hand of Abraham before he could kill his son Isaac and offer him up as that sacrifice. And so the sign for Abraham is the letter A, and also representing holding the knife and then stopping it.
Okay.
So the sign for Abraham,
right.
Preventing the killing of his son Isaac. So we teach religious vocabulary, and a lot of the vocabulary has to be shortened up for time reasons. Mm-hmm. We shorten it up, we give it sign names or sign usages. We teach that before worship. We teach that during Bible classes. And why do we use this one? And this tells the story of Abraham and Isaac. Mm-hmm. And so you have an object that you can teach with, and the deaf, they focus in on that. And so then along with the worship service, what else we do is we teach hymnody, how to sign the hymns. And it's not always an easy thing to interpret hymns, because what you're still trying to do is to have that meaning understood by the deaf in their language. The sign language is theirs. It's not hearing people's. And so with that, we have to translate the worship. We have to translate the hymns, the liturgy, as far as the prayers. For instance, the Lord's Prayer. Our Father in heaven, holy your name. Your kingdom come, your wants happen, same on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses or sins as we are forgiving other people who are sinning against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. And so as you have grown up and learned the Lord's Prayer, it's a little bit different. We do not use to be verbs. If we want to use an exact signed English, we will sign, the to be verbs or the, as you indicated earlier with the articles. But the sign language is different. And so for a person to be signing and to be speaking at the same time, it's not true ASL, but it's not true signed exact English either.
You not only taught the Lutheran people this summer, but you also taught people from other countries, as you said, and from other churches. Mm-hmm. All right, say another church, as you had there, they have a different liturgy. So what do? Stop and then teach their liturgy, or how does that work?
Yeah, what we do is we ask them to bring with them a copy of their bulletins or their order of worship. And as they bring it into the class, we'll take a look at it. And as a class, we help them to understand, how would you interpret this part of the worship?